Hello, peeps. It's all L. This is me, L. I welcome you, Mossy Bud Bell Smith, and the gang. We're back on Star Wars. And as I said in the last bid, which I tell you what happened, we are here. I've had to restart character. I was doing a Jedi counselor. Something happened. I had to restart the character. So I had also had a Jedi Knight. So I decided to switch off to the Jedi Knight because I found some things about the Jedi Knight, abilities in that. It's pretty cool. And this is our Jedi Knight. This is Bella Jess. Now, you say, if that kind of person walked up on your doorstep and got friendly with you, it was a neighbor, said she's your neighbor, she wants sugar, a cup of sugar or something, you say, L, would you go out with her? Damn straight, I'd go out with her. I'm not prejudiced. We could find things to talk about. My friend Bella can tell you, man. We could sit down and have coffee, cake, have some napkins, maybe a little Vegemite. Anyway, let's get back to the story. We're level 7, and we're headed for the first destination. After arriving at the Jedi Temple, because you have, where you flew in at, and they took you to the training grounds, and in the training grounds we did things, we leveled up, and you're supposed to go to the Jedi Temple, which we did, and we are now level 7, and from there, this is where your trials begin. So we're actually in the first trial. And up here in Calicori Village, we'll be here doing things. It's not one of them things you do something and then go somewhere else. There are a few quests up in here. Oh, look. These guys are full grown, but, these guys are full grown, but I call them puppies. There's a puppy. All right, look at that face. Don't you think that's just the cutest face? I'd like to have me one. Trust me, if you could build a place, I'd build a place and I'd have one of these out in the front yard, eating grass. And, it'd be cool. Yeah. It'd be kind of cool. Now I've got her on sprint, so she's our character is running faster. Calicori Village, and we just got some points. Okay, he doesn't have anything right now. I'm looking around at the usual spots where there are quests. He doesn't have any yet. We haven't leveled up. She doesn't have any yet. We haven't leveled up quite enough, but she should have. I know the guy across the way over there does. You go up to mountain, light the signal fires. Let's go in here and talk to the matriarch. Now, I warn you, when you cutscene, when she starts talking to this person, I want you to see something. I'm going to choose answers that, they won't, give light side or dark side points. I don't think so. But they will define the way the character is answered to. You'll see what I mean.
Greetings, Matriarch. Master Orgus Din has sent me to help you fight the Flesh Raiders.
So the Jedi finally deigned to recognize my people's suffering. How noble. Nothing to do with the attack on your training grounds, I'm sure.
Here we go. Third choice.
I'm not here to be lectured by you.
No, you've come to gain our trust. Learn about your new enemy. My scouts have tracked the Flesh Raiders for months. Watched them grow in strength. I will share what we've discovered. But only if you agree to protect my people. We suffer.
Mother, you need rest. Let me carry this burden for you.
The Matriarch appears sick. Does she need a doctor?
Thank you, but we have our own healers.
This is my daughter, Rana Dalven. She and Scout Chief Morint here will speak for me. I must attend to other matters.
Personally, I don't care why you've come. As long as you destroy the Flesh Raiders. Ever since they got their new weapons and gear, they hunt us like animals.
See what I mean?
The enemy has a camp in the valley nearby. My scouts say the Flesh Raiders store their weapons and other tech in a cave.
Removing that technology will neutralize the Flesh Raiders.
We need to strike fear into the Flesh Raiders, sabotage their weapons, fix it so they blow up in their ugly faces.
How would we do that?
Their technology is standard Republic design. We could overload the power circuits and plasma coils. Here, I'll show you. Sabotage would thin the Flesh Raider numbers and eliminate their technological advantage.
Right.
If you brought that technology here, we could defend ourselves with those weapons.
In case everybody's wondering, you'll say, who's the green gal with the things shooting out of her head, down her back, the tails? You say, that's a Twi'lek. Now, he's suggesting that we bring the technology back. We could say more resources would help you, you both making strong cases, or you're too damn dumb for weapons. We'll be semi-nice and say,
This village is vulnerable to attack. You need better defenses.
This debate is pointless unless you can get inside that cave. You'll need one of the leader's access keys.
Find the Flesh Raider technology and do what you think is best. Good luck, Master Jedi.
now there's, nothing is firm. We haven't been to the cave yet. Well, I've been to the cave before, but I know what's coming. And there's a decision to be made there. I ain't going to spoil it for you. Yeah, she has a quest. We can do that after we come back from this one. And we get to test out, in the last vid you saw how, I picked up skills, and I put them in the skill slot, and what I picked. I didn't just choose everything in the list. I picked and chose what I wanted, and now we get to test how those abilities, how things go when using those abilities. you know, it's a matter of personal. We just got some more points. We're approaching halfway to 8. How you arrange your abilities and what you pick. You don't have to pick everything that the skills teacher dishes out. You know, you look at the abilities. You pick. I try to pick the ones that do the most damage, or are accomplish something like stun, or you know, like stun, or slow them down. But I don't go heavy on those abilities. Sometimes I don't use them at all. Now here's one ability we have. Here's our first one. Force Leap. Yeah! Hey, man. That one's cool. We like that. That one I'm talking about is called Blade Storm. You're actually using the force, you're putting the force around your blade, and it slaps the enemy. It's pretty cool. And as you could see, the downside is these abilities, some of the abilities, not all of them, some of them, you know, that do really good damage are on cooldowns, which means you have to do other things to wait for your abilities to cool down so you can use them again. Come on. Alright, let's go. Ooh, take a second here. Ooh. Hey, we're not doing too bad. We got 289 credits. All right, doing good. Money in the bank. Yeah, we're in the right direction now. When we go in here. Why is it always dark in caves? Why can't there be luminescence or some shit on the wall? You know, it's got that semi-Dracula look, you know? Now, here's a case in point. I'm going to wait for the 3 goons that just went by me to go back to their post. They're chasing after the guy who just ran out. We've got a green beam, so let's see what we got. Credits. And boots, but they're lower in level than what we got on. And we have to go. Let's stop right here. We have to recharge. I'm making adjustments as I go along. When you have a new configuration of abilities, in other words, how you got some abilities put in the skill bar, you have to make adjustments and have to get used to things. So, there we go. That was, you saw me do Blade Storm and then Slash. Okay. Now, where be we? Ooh, he walked right on by. Ooh, okay, we're cool with that. Where's the goon at the door? Charging up our meter. There we go. Nice and neat. Charge up the meter. Watch the little yellow line come up. There we go. Now we're doing better. You know, I encourage experimentation. You know, play style is just that. It's an individual thing. No two people are exactly alike, even though they may have the same character. You know, how you put what skills you use and how you use them is, you know, unique to you. Excuse me while I take this dude out. Come here and let me beat you with something. There we go. Mr. Slap Happy. Okay, we want the money, and we need the bone key. You see this little box light up right here? This right here. Right click on it. Now, here is where we come to our decision. You'll see it in a second. This cache contains weapons and technology the Flesh Raiders use to raid and hunt the Twi'leks. Light side, take it for the villagers. Second choice, sabotage it to kill the enemies, or leave it alone. We're going to be terribly
Once they have all
nice.
this, the Twi'leks can defend themselves.
And this droid will become our companion after a while.
Don't worry,
He
little
was
guy.
captured.
I'll get you out of here. Good thing the Flesh Raiders don't eat droids.
Teach our soldiers how to use these weapons. Train them on the Twi'lek invaders.
When will we strike against the Jedi?
Patience, Caliph. The Jedi will fall when our army reaches full strength.
He wants to know about removing the restraining
Never
bolt.
understood the need for restraining bolts anyway.
He's ready to go. So we did a nice thing. Now, you say if you wanted dark side points, don't worry, he's following. If you look at the mini-map in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see the dot behind the yellow triangle. The yellow triangle is me. The dot is the droid, or your companion who you would have. But anyway, you say light side and dark side points. Right now, I'll put it this way. When you first start a character off, don't worry about it, because the first tier is, the tiers, the tiers go in 1,000 points, go 1,000 points. So, and it's the average between light side and dark side that shows alignment. Okay, the way companions are set up, okay, and it's the way they're set up, and you can see that right now. He has that green mist as a healing mist, so he keeps himself and you healed while you fight. That's the time to take these. Come on, bring it, Chuckles. Got another greenie. Green beam. Green beam, the color of the beams signify different grades of loot. Now, we are painfully close to leveling. Again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let me check the map. Oh, I gotta get myself oriented. There we go. Because you could literally get lost in this area if you don't pay attention. If you get enough credits, you know, and you get a big buttload of credits, you say, yeah, you want to hit the galactic market, you know, buy yourself a speeder or some stuff, you know. Vibro knife. Inching ever closer. Return to the matriarch. Let's pause a little bit. Let's see what we make on our run. It's not bad. 455 credits, man. That's not bad. That's not too shabby a run, man. You know, that's not too shabby. You know. Cutscene.
She died in my arms. You should have seen what those filth did to her.
I'm sorry, Selu. We all share your loss.
For every one of us the Flesh Raiders butcher, we should kill 10. No, 100.
Will that restore your loved one to life?
Is Master
Don't lecture
Orvis.
me, Jedi. My wife is dead. Our people slaughtered. Where were you then?
The Twi'lek is a big mouth. And because our new Bella has a slight tood.
I have no obligation to explain myself to you.
You have an obligation to defend life, to stop evil. Isn't that what you people do? The Flesh Raiders won't stop until we're all dead. Are you going to let that happen?
I won't quit until the Flesh Raiders are defeated. That's a promise.
We'll see what a Jedi's promise is worth.
I hope you can fulfill that pledge. I fear he won't take disappointment well. People wonder why Jedi are forbidden to marry or have families. They don't see how attachments always lead to suffering. Passionate emotions can destroy a person, and Jedi destroyed by passion become something terrible.
Like you say, there are places on Alderaan where you can get some really cool action. Anyway, back to
T7 was
the
captured
story.
by the Flesh Raiders. You'll want to see the holo recording he made.
While I deal with the droid, talk to Rana. I think that people are ready to help us, thanks to you.
Yeah, I had to have an attitude, too. Anyway.
With the weapons and technology you brought from the Flesh Raiders, my people can defend themselves. Your heroism gives me hope that we'll survive this.
Right.
And your matriarch? Is she feeling any better?
No, but we're doing all we can. Thank you for asking. Morant, our friend should know everything we've learned about the Flesh Raiders.
Scouts report that the Flesh Raider forces are gathering in strength. They already control the mountains around us, and now they're invading the ruins of Kaleth.
Dun, dun, dun.
The men spotted them at the remains of an ancient shrine.
Right.
Close to your Jedi temple.
Right.
Kaleth was a great city of Force users. Its ruins hold powers we still don't understand.
The Flesh Raiders are looking for something there.
We can't let them find it.
Right.
Drive back those Flesh Raiders immediately.
Right.
I have to take this droid back to the Council.
Right.
That hooded figure in the holo. I know his voice. The situation is worse than I thought. Do whatever it takes to push the Flesh Raiders out of Kaleth. I'll send you reinforcements as soon as possible.
Right.
I'll hold the line until reinforcements arrive, Master.
If you see that hooded figure from the holo, do not engage him. Now get going.
Level 8. How about that, Bella? We're level 8. 2 levels to go before decision time. Too early for that. We have, her.
Come over here, Jedi, and spare a moment for a humble servant of the matriarch.
Right, right.
I promise. Your other dealings will wait.
Right.
My name is Vidariat Aeon.
Uh-huh.
I minister to the bodies and spirits of the villagers.
Right.
And I have a request.
Okay.
I speak of the Flesh Raiders.
Right.
Of late, we've seen them growing stronger.
Uh-huh.
And I know why.
Okay.
You have my complete attention.
The Flesh Raiders have been experimenting, concocting an elixir that makes them ravenous.
Right.
The ones who drink it go mad. Their lips froth, and they pounce like starving animals. It's black medicine, primitive and evil.
How could Flesh Raiders learn to do something like that?
I have no idea. Such wickedness is beyond our comprehension. We lack the numbers to attack the Flesh Raiders directly, and not even the Jedi could wipe the monsters from this world.
Ah, I see you haven't
With our
been to
warriors'
Tatooine.
help, the Jedi could reach the Flesh Raider caves and destroy their vats of elixir.
Then count me in.
Thank you for this. Otimus Mare knows where the vats are hidden.
Right.
He is our guard captain.
Right.
Talk to him to learn the Raiders' secrets.
Such wickedness is not known to them. Well, apparently they haven't been on Tatooine or Roman Kos. The very air abounds in wickedness. Okay, he's down here. If I don't miss my guess, he should be right here. Here he is. This is where you get the opposite view.
Jedi, I think I know what you've been doing.
Right.
Vidaria sent you to speak with me.
Right.
She told you about the Flesh Raider elixir, didn't she?
Damn straight.
How it makes the Flesh Raiders strong.
Right.
Vidariat's been looking for a way to destroy the elixir, but she's making a terrible mistake.
Right.
We shouldn't destroy the elixir. We need it.
Right.
And I'll pay you well if you bring it to me.
What exactly are your intentions?
The elixir can make our guardsmen strong. Yes, it may change them, but it will work. We can defend our village and destroy our foes. Imagine, if the elixir can make a Flesh Raider powerful, what would it do for a pilgrim warrior? Bring it to me, and you will be rewarded, praised.
Here's where we go for dark side points.
All right. You'll get your elixir.
Ha! Good. I'll speak to Videric and tell her you report to me now.
Right.
The elixir is in the Flesh Raider caves beyond Calicori.
Right.
I'll have your credits waiting when you return.
Right. Remember, you get the elixir, I get my money. Meanwhile, are we going in the right direction? Yes, we're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. We're a little over time. Now, as you can see, we don't have the droid with us. He's not our companion yet. What we got? What we got? Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes, leather pants. Well, what they're calling leather's pants. Oh, Larissa's pants. Armor 49. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Get rid of the level armor 7. What's this? $32 to $40. Tythonian training lightsaber. We'll go for it. Get rid of our tech. Switch out for that. You know, we'll switch out. Take the Tythonian blade. Get some good practice going. It's better hitting power. I'm watching ooh, there's one there. There's one elixir. Oops. Hang on. Take. There's one. Another damn cave. There's two. 2 of 5. Three of 5. Four of 5. 5 of 5. First tail alive, we're fine. There's some players. We got the elixir. We're at 2/3. Uh-oh. I gotta get somewhere safe. Almost died there. Time to recharge. She's walking. Yes. Well, let's see. Okay. We were supposed to thin the ranks, but got enough people in the cave for once. There's a beam of light shooting out of her chest. Anyway. Green beam. Let's see what we got. Elegant trainers training blade. 31 to 45. 461. We'll take it. We can always sell it. We don't actually need it. You know, it can be sold. Weapons and armor are good. There's a beam of light. Where is he? Where's Mr. Cuckoo? Oh, there he is. He's over here. Hey, how you doing, dude?
Ah, Jedi. You've been to the Flesh Raider caves. I can smell them on you. You have my elixir? I'm eager to feed my guardsmen.
I hope you'll use it to protect your village.
Protecting Calicori was always my goal. Take your credits and know that you've earned your reward. I'll tell the Dariath the elixir was destroyed, but before long, my warriors will strike at the Flesh Raider settlement.
May the Force be with you as you fight.
Be on your way, Jedi. And the next time you cut into a Flesh Raider, think of us.
Right. We're doing fine. We're level 9. Level 9. Now, on that note, let me go look. Not yet. She don't have one yet. Not yet. No, sir. Anyway, that's going to be the vid. And in the next vid, we'll finish up here, and we're supposed to be going to the ruins of Kaleth. But we've leveled a couple of times, so we do need to stop down at the old temple and pick up some more abilities. Stay tuned.